So, introducing Jessica, the CEO and founder of Bonny, a 100% natural and plant based fiber supplement that is changing the way we think about gut health. So, thank you for joining us today for a special episode as Jessica shares her journey of creating a delicious and effective product that supports the gut microbiome, reduces bloating, boosts immunity, and regulates blood sugar. Thank you so much, Jessica, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, what inspired you to start Bonny, and how did you come up with the idea for a fiber supplement made with real fruit?
Yeah, no, it's an interesting story. So, myself, like a lot of Americans, found themselves thinking about health and wellness during the pandemic. And I found myself with unexpected free time as well, and started reading online about health and wellness and nutrition, and fiber kept coming up. And I have to say, I was a little naive about fiber's benefits. I knew of it as something that helps you go to the bathroom, but I started tracking what I was having daily, and my little app was telling me you're not getting enough fiber. Turns out I'm in good company. 95% of Americans don't get enough fiber. So I did what one does, right? I tried to get more fiber through my diet. It's really hard to eat that level of clean every day. So I looked to fiber supplements and I bought all the market leaders and started taking them. And I was really disappointed. The taste was bad. The packaging was all in plastic tubs. And some of the ingredients weren't even fiber. The first ingredient in one of these products was sugar. So I had previously started a business and knew about the consumer space and said, I can start something better. And started talking to some contract manufacturers and formulators and said, this is what I want to create. Point blank, something that works. It helps with your bathroom breaks, but tastes amazing so that people want to take it on a daily basis and help, support their, like we say, their gut and their butt.
Funny. So, can you walk us through the process of developing and formulating the Bonny supplement, and how did you decide on the specific ingredients and adaptogens to include?
Sure. So, like I said, I bought all of the market leaders, so I knew what was in their products. And I said, this is what I want, and this is what I don't want. I don't want any refined sugars. I want it to be prebiotic. Again, want it to taste amazing. And I had consulted with some startups in the past that were working with adaptogens and knew the power of them to help you. So these are natural herbs and mushrooms that help the body respond to stressors in their life. So I thought that was very interesting to maybe marry that with the fiber formula. So we ended up launching with a product, really enjoyed it. Consumers really liked it. Version 1 actually didn't have adaptogens, but we got really great feedback on that product and took all of that and went and launched, we call Bonny 2.0. And that launched earlier in 2021 with the adaptogens. And that's where we took the product to the next level. We amped up the fruit as well as added the adaptogens. And each flavor has more or less a different adaptogen for different properties, like ashwagandha for stress and maca root for boosting your metabolism.
Interesting. So, what challenges did you face when launching and scaling Bonny, and how did you overcome them as a bootstrapped company?
So many. Any entrepreneur will tell you that. There's definitely highs and lows. I think, aside from the financial challenges of being bootstrapped, one of the main things was working with partners who believed in our vision. We're a small brand, and a lot of manufacturers don't want to work with small brands when they're small, right? They'd love to talk to you when you're making millions of products, and they loved what we were doing, but some of them just couldn't see the innovation in the category. So very lucky to work with a formulator who was amazing to help us, again, bring the 2.0 to life, but also just finding the right manufacturing partners to say, yes, we will support you at this small level because we see the future for your business. So I think those were one of the main challenges. One is creating a great product. And then two, being able to find someone who wants to make it for you in real life.
Got it. So, what have been some of the most rewarding moments for you and the Bonny team since launching the product?
I think, it has to be the customer emails that we get and the reviews from people who have said that this product, Bonny, has changed their lives. We had one review recently of a woman. She had suffered with IBS for years, irritable bowel syndrome. Nothing worked. And she said she spent thousands of dollars on all of these quote unquote solutions for her. And she tried the product and it's working for her. She said, it's the first time in months that she could go out to dinner with her husband without worrying about bathroom and her body and the anxiety around that. So those emails and messages that we get from people that this product has changed their life is particularly rewarding.
Wow, that's great. So how do you see the fiber supplement industry evolving in the future, and what role do you hope Bonny will play in the evolution?
I mean, I hope that we're starting the process to innovate in the category. The market leader, we call them Big Orange, has been around for many years, and the product really hasn't changed that much. And I like to say that Bonny is coming in and disrupting a market, right, that is playing an important role in gut health and nutrition and health in general, and that people need it. Like I said, 95% of Americans aren't getting enough fiber. And we think supplement, well, first of all, we always say, go to diet. We want you to get fiber through your diet, but we know that's tough. So if it's not possible to get enough fiber through your daily diet, supplements are the way to go. And again, we have a clean product, great tasting, no artificial ingredients, no artificial dyes, colors. So we hope that we are encouraging those big players with more dollars to think about their product and think about innovation and starting to think about taking out those chemicals, taking out those artificial ingredients and all of the sugar.
What advice do you have for other entrepreneurs who are looking to start a health and wellness brand? And what lessons have you learned from your own journey with Bonny?
It's tough, first of all. Anyone starting a product, especially in health and wellness, extremely, extremely competitive category, but a lot of opportunity. Because I do think, fiber supplements are not the only market where we have incumbents, large companies that haven't innovated. And I'm excited to see all these new companies and startup founders coming in and saying, no, there is a better way to give customers what they want through sustainable packaging, through better ingredients, through higher quality ingredients, and better formulations. So I will say, first and foremost, just make sure that your product is differentiated, that you are offering something different in the marketplace, and stick with it. It's a tough journey, especially as a bootstrap brand, but it's worth it. Again, when you hear these customers coming to you and saying that your product has changed their lives.
Wow, that's great advice. So to wrap up this episode, I would like to ask you a couple of rapid fire questions. What's your favorite way to de-stress and unwind after a busy day of running a business?
Well, I don't know if there's ever an end to the day, but when you put aside the laptop, I like to work out. I'm a big cardio and strength training person, and that gives me energy and it helps me clear my head for the day.
What's one book that has had significant impact on your life or career, and why?
So one book is The Method by the founders of Method Products. I always think of what they did in their category of hand soap and revolutionizing design with better for you ingredients. And they kind of kicked off that movement of people recognizing that your hand soap can also be beautiful and functional and have great ingredients. So that is one book that I think of that's really impacted me.
If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
It's a very interesting question. I would say Marie Curie, fantastic woman scientist, and just what she achieved at her time, especially as a woman. I believe she won 2 Nobel Prizes. So very accomplished and also a very humble individual. So it'd be wonderful to sit and have dinner with her.
What's one thing you have always wanted to learn or try, but haven't had the chance to do it yet?
I would like to learn how to code better. I actually learned HTML, CSS to build my website. I built the trybonny.com website, but there's so much more I would love to learn in the coding world. But, when I have the time, it would be great to do that. But I think that's an amazing skill to learn.
What's your go-to guilty pleasure snack or treat?
Well, I should say Bonny. I do take Bonny at least twice a day. But aside from healthy fiber supplements, I like pretzels a lot.
God. Thank you so much, Jessica, for coming on our show and for sharing your insights and experience. It was great having you.
Thank you so much.